mute yourself though, because
Wait, how do
I don't want everyone to hear us.
Well, it's browsing. In my page, it's like browsing. Okay, we're live. No? No. Okay, what about now? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello, just checking the sound settings. The video is not available, but the sound should be okay. Okay, guys, so just let me know in the comments if you can hear me well or not. Hello. Okay, so the sound is clear. Great. Perfect. It's working. Good. Finally, we can start the AMA Ask Me Anything session. Sorry, guys, for a small delay. We had some tech issue with the YouTube. We're struggling with it, but now finally we are live. And today we are having great. Hey, hello everyone. Today we are having AMA session with the project Paypolitan. That is currently having IEO on BitForex, and this AMA session is dedicated to the listing of EPAN token on BitForex. So here I'm on the phone call. I will make a phone call to the founder and CEO of Paypolitan, Nils. So he will be able to join us. Meanwhile, let me tell briefly. So users in the comment section, they can ask questions about the project and everything. And the management team will choose 5 best questions, which will get the rewards. And the prize pool is huge, guys. It is 900 USDT and 900 EPAN tokens. Great. Make sure to include your UID number, which is 6 digits. Here I have Nils on the phone. Hello, Nils. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, I can hear you.
Okay, great.
I will make a phone call to the founder and CEO of Paypolitan, Nils, so he will be able to join us.
I think it is slow delay, like in the sound, no? I can hear myself.
Yes, well, I have a big echo here, so it's possible that I can join and speak with my microphone computer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I hang up the phone, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Margarita,
Hello. Correct. Mm-hmm. Okay, while we're having, let me tell you about the IO that has started only yesterday. If you go to the website of BitForex, you will see a huge banner that says that EPAN Paypolitan IO is ongoing. And if you press the button to buy EPAN tokens, you will go directly to the page where you can purchase EPAN tokens and with your USDT. Or we also have opened the second trading pair with ETH. So if you have ETH in your account, you can purchase EPAN tokens as well. Mm-hmm. I see that a lot of questions have been asked in the comment section. So the EPAN team have a lot of questions to choose. Mm-hmm. Hello. Hi, Nils.
Yes, hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So how is this working? It will be on the phone all time long?
I guess, yeah.
Because it's not optimal, huh? Because on the phone I hear it later, and there. Also, maybe we do it a second part for technical questions. Margarita, you will call Victor then, please. Because yeah, we have to do it a bit here with different measures. We don't have a direct access here to YouTube, obviously. So I will start now with I will start now here with the question. The first is from Christian. Is paying with Paypolitan app gonna be available in any shop that allows contactless payments, or do stores need to actively contact you to use your app as an additional payment system? That's a very good question, Christian. So our app will work in any shop that has contactless payment, and we don't have to convince any shop owners or payment systems to implement Paypolitan. Said so, in the future, we also will have a merchant solution. So in order to decrease commission fees, the merchant could also use our solution. But to answer your question, the shop owner or any merchant doesn't have to do anything because it's simply by debiting the bank account. So that is already in the system. So then the next question is coming from Kenan Kolchik. I hope I pronounce it correctly. What are your plans for Q1? I guess Q1 2021. Well, my personal goal is to return to the haircutter first because I haven't been there since late November, since the lockdown. I know, kidding. So our plans for this quarter are the following. First of all, we have here right now the IO and listing on BitForex. Secondly, end of the month, we will have the release of our app in the App Store and on Google Play. Depending a bit on your feedback, next week we'll invite our community members 100 by tranches of 20 to become beta testers. We need beta testers for Android and for iOS. And once we have their feedback, we will decide to launch it either on the last day of February or within the first week of March. Beyond that, we also having several deals coming up. We have to fill with life, and I will come to this later during this AMA. So then the next question. Let's see. So this is from Arumugam Gandhi. Hi Nils, how can we stake EPAN tokens from BitForex? Arumugam, our staking will start with the release of the app. Have a look at our app once it's released. You can stake your EPAN token directly, and we will link those you purchased on BitForex for staking too. So next question. Let's see, I have to scroll a bit here. So wait a second. So yeah. So the next question is from Harsha. could you give me the 3 best features to convince me and other angel investors to invest in Paypolitan in long term? So I hope I will give you even more than 3 best features. First of all, what is the most important key for success? I have seen in my business life many good ideas, very good ideas, and surprisingly, many of them never took off. What is the reason? Because the team started fighting with each other, people left, and the team is key to success. The Paypolitan team is a team that is very solid, and we have a very long experience of working together. Worked with Victor almost for 11 years, and ironically, we met Victor, our CTO, at first when we were implementing payment solutions for a TV channel in France at that time. So we started from day one implementing payment systems. Our sales director, Peter, we have been doing telecommunication for almost 14 years, since 2007 together. And Marco and me, we met for business 3 years ago. And at that time, he was still a director of a huge German bank. And he was pretty much excited about payment solutions, and especially the field of crypto. And then we started talking unofficially, and finally we decided to make a venture out of this. And furthermore, Marco has a very strong regulatory banking background, so that is also very good. So I think for the team, this is one of the best teams I had in my career. I already had several ventures in the past, so I'm very proud of this. And our team grew since November up to 33 people already. So we are now in a position to deliver fast. Then secondly, the market opportunities. The pandemic was huge. What will happen when DeFi ends? We are combining DeFi and traditional banking. I believe mass adoption can only be reached from getting people from traditional banking, that means payments. So you want to make a cash payment, you want to go to the supermarket, you want to pay in a grocery store or something. This is traditionally done in cash payments. So we take it from there, and from this we put on top DeFi features. But the heart of the Paypolitan application is cash payment, and what our solution is, with the first solution who are securing cash payments by blockchain solution. Because basically the existing actors on the market, when they say blockchain, they want to make cryptos payable in shops, what we also will provide one day. But I thought this solution is something rather for the mass market. And the mass market still today, I'm also a blockchain enthusiast. I discovered blockchain 9 years ago when my associate at that time talked about Bitcoin for the first time. I believe it has to come from cash payments. To tell you a little story, 2 years ago, good projects, there are many out of there in the space. But how do people get known about Paypolitan? When people read about Paypolitan, no one knows it. Right? You have to create trust, especially when it comes to payment. The deadline is for signing mid of March. We have been negotiating this deal since March. Since summer 2020. So we have been on the road for a long time with those guys. And this investment will allow us to have coverage, at least in Germany. We will have over 3.5 billion contacts, and according those companies, they have media schemes how successful advertising is. So this advertising will generate 1.4 million active users. So we already discounted churn rate and then the people who download the app and do not activate it. So with this deal, we can get 1.4 million users. So if I take back now what I said initially, the example of PayPal users, guess how much the value is? Each PayPal user has a value of $713. So if we take 1.4 million active PayPal users in 3 years, you calculate yourself what the value of PayPal will be at that time. So, sorry, I was a bit long. I will now continue with the next question. So, then the next question is from Nambio. DeFi is one of the hottest and most sought after topics in the blockchain space right now. Can EPAN share your opinion on DeFi with us? What is EPAN's approach to DeFi sector? It is definitely them. So the thing for users. So our solution is totally independent. No one could interfere of what we're doing and how we proceed the payment. So DeFi is something that is a feature that is on top. It will be now the first feature for the release end of February. So it's basically crypto payments, wallet peer-to-peer, and DeFi features as staking and yield farming. But we see this, it's like a bucket of flowers. It's only one flower of the Paypolitan bucket. Thing for users. So our solution is totally independent. And then no one could interfere. Next question is coming from Michelle and Zala. What are the advantages of Paypolitan that make it unique compared to other projects in the blockchain field? Thank you for this question. It is very simple. With the first solution using blockchain for traditional cash payments, no one is doing this so far. And we're a solution that is building the process from A to Z. So we have no intermediaries, no payment solution like credit cards in the middle. That makes it unique. Secondly, we built a solution that is especially a white label. That is our solution that will be adopted by different companies, especially mobile operators. Why mobile operators? Simply, mobile operators had a decrease in revenue over the past years, over the past decade. They lost the revenues from minutes because right now you only have. We saw that there are loads of opportunities for us. We grabbed the opportunity, put ourselves back on track, and we did finally a successful DEX raise in November on Uniswap. We raised 1,900 Ether, which is quite decent. Now we are going on BitForex with a target of $4,000. And we are having also another exchange on our list. Of course, we want to grow, and in the future there will be more to come. And of course, this year we will see the product roll out our own in-house Paypolitan label product, but also the white label solution. So, what is the motivation next from Nambeo? What is the motivation for Paypolitan and BitForex to collaborate? How will this collaboration be useful for both projects in the long term? Yes, it is. Of course, we didn't select the exchange randomly like this. There is a clear thinking behind it, and the thinking is the following. We need to attract more Asian investors. So BitForex is based in Hong Kong, so this is the case. And secondly, we also want to attract more institutional investors. So as of today, we have been only listed on Uniswap, which is very nice. I like a lot Uniswap. I think they're totally legitimate and useful. But if a company is getting to a more mature stage, then you have like more structured and centralized exchanges that also do the business. We add also another pair, a trading pair that is USDT. In the future, we also have BTC. But especially USDT, I like a lot because it's a stable coin and it will give more stability to the token rate, because today we only bound with Ether. And when you will bound with Ether, Ether is going up, it has an impact. Ether is going down, it also has an impact on our token price. The people who deny it, but we see the correlation. Marco analyzed this when we add also liquidity pools on BitForex and the future exchanges. Secondly, it's not only an asset, the vehicle for staking and yield farming. If you have a look at different projects and tokens in the DeFi sphere and on the blockchain, not all three of our roles could be filled in by other tokens. So whenever you invest, look carefully what is behind. It's the same with Bitcoin and Ether. I think Bitcoin is only a virtual asset. There is nothing behind it. Ether, at least, has the ecosystem and the infrastructure built by it. In the long run is much more attractive than Bitcoin. But that is of course, my personal opinion and not a recommendation for investment. I want you to invest into EPAN. Mm-hmm. So, right now, what is the next question? So, we have this already answered. I have a question here from Princess Sarah. This will not only Victor. He will be answering at the end of the AMA, because he has to dial in, because right now I'm on the line, so Victor has to be dialed in also. So let me see. There is a question from Mohammed. Asset, the vehicle for staking and is a very important factor that all sustainable blockchain. If you have a look at different projects and tokens, has done and plans to do DeFi sphere, not all three of our roles have to be filled in by other tokens. An equity whenever you invest, look carefully is behind. It's the same with Bitcoin and Ether. Will be fully spent into only it's for free, but also I will get something back. So maybe for those of you who are new to us, those who are just joining dialed in on BitForex don't know Paypolitan yet, I will quickly explain you in 30 seconds how it works. Paypolitan is the payment solution. It's the app. You download it. You have DeFi features. You have crypto payment features. And you have a cash payment feature. So for the cash payment, how does this work? It works a bit like an Google Pay or an Apple Pay. But instead of putting a credit card number, you simply put your bank account number. So when you then go to the supermarket and you want to pay, you have your smartphone. And instead of putting your credit card, you put your smartphone close to the transaction terminal. And there's a microchip in every smartphone right now. It's called NFC. And this chip is communicating with the payment terminal, and the payment terminal is saying, hey, you pay me $50. And then we go through this and our solution into your existing bank account and simply initialize the payment from your existing bank account. This is a huge advantage compared to other people, because if you try to get people funds to your wallet or to your bank account, is always the doubt, you're unknown to users at the beginning. So our solution is very simple. You keep your money where it is. You keep your wallets you have already. You simply connect them to Paypolitan, and whenever you do a payment, you select from many wallets I might have. You will get you simply select the one that is useful for you. So next question is from AVV GSG. Do users need to undergo KYC before they can use the Paypolitan service? No, you don't have to have KYC, because, as I said just before, we simply connect your existing bank accounts. So whenever you open a bank account, the KYC was done at this time. So we simply connect what you have, and the liability of KYC is with the banks or those who open your crypto accounts, not with us, because we have, properly speaking, no accounts, or we don't store any money. We only transport. We only initialize the payment. So then the next question from Aline Ildefonso. What is guarantee of Paypolitan will not scam with investors? Where many projects come and scam with investors, so how can Paypolitan will gain investors' trust? This is a very valid question, because I just read yesterday that in 2018, 80% of ICOs were scams. So people took the money and ran away. You can have a look on our site. You see the team members. We all very experienced with 20 to 35 years of experience. So all of us, we already made a huge return of investment in life. We already sold ourselves companies and made return investments, and we want to build something very big. And it's not with either that we would run away tomorrow. Secondly is, you see, we attracted institutional investors who will enter into the share capital. We are not hiding away where we are. We have published everything. All records are clean. We have due diligence be done. We have another media company, a part of that we just signed the LOI with, coming in Q1 also. So those are big companies, and if those big players invest in Paypolitan, you as token holders could do it, because this will create value. So the next question, what is from Choco Chip your strategy to attract users and non-crypto to EPAN in the long term? What are the measures to increase awareness of your project in non-crypto space? As I said before, yes, we will have this huge campaign. So we'll start now. We have secured this deal for the billboards. And I can give you a little hint, but don't start then asking everyday questions to Marco in our TG chat. I know you're having loads of questions always to him, and he's always happy to answer, but we also have to work our 12, 14 hours a day. So there will be also a TV network channel group that will join the party of Paypolitan. So we will have those two multipliers and duplicators who will help us to make Paypolitan known by a huger audience than one in the crypto sphere. first, and secondly, how will you be keeping up with technology and future competitors? Are you prepared for copycat companies that try to steal your success and offer similar services? Of course, you're totally right. That will happen, I think, very, very quickly. But do you think that those copycats, they will also have major deals like we just signed here? Getting a 20 million or a 50 million investment, it's not done in a day. And we are experienced and, let's say, mature businessman. We have a certain age already, and experience and life and context. And of course, institutional investors, they want to see that their investment is into good hands. And don't take me wrong, but if you have there 20 years old guys and say, hey, give me 50 million, I will build you something. I can tell you when I started my first business, I was 29. There was a long learning curve how to run a business and how to become an entrepreneur. And over time, I learned also to identify if people are capable. I'm not worried. Let other people create a discussion. It will also create attention for our product, because finally, at the end of the day, only the serious projects in DeFi, blockchain, and crypto will survive. And Paypolitan is one of those. So let me see where is the next question. Yeah, very good question from MD Tanbir. One thing that drew my attention is that Paypolitan can provide users with IBAN. So I guess you have a banking license. Which country was it issued? There's a little misunderstanding. So we do not provide any IBAN. So you have to provide your IBAN from your existing bank in order to add your bank accounts that you have already to Paypolitan, to the Paypolitan app. For those of you who might not know IBAN, what is IBAN? IBAN is a banking format of the bank account number that is internationally recognized and makes transfers from bank to bank account very easy. IBAN is working in 104 countries, and let's say it's a bit the heart of our solution for the transportation, or let's say the initializing of the payment, send it to the merchant. You have to provide your IBAN. Next question, also from Andy Tanbir. How can you both act as a bank and meet regulatory requirements and having IDEX? How are both things compatible? Add your bank account. Marco, do you would like to answer this question? Paypolitan, to Paypolitan. From crypto. Many investors just focus the price of token in the short term instead of the real value of project. Can you tell us the motivation and benefits for investors to hold the token for long term? You're totally right. You are actually describing what is happening, especially next week. So there are going to be speculators, also will be, but so more and more visibility Paypolitan will gain, and so more and more exchanges, centralized ones, we will have. This will also calm down the volatility of the market. And I think also the whole crypto, what we do today, nothing is written in marble. So a successful tech company has to evolve, has to innovate, to also have to have a certain forecast. So the companies we have been running in the past all had this ability, and that's also why we as entrepreneurs were able to make successful exits, because we were able to build companies not only to set them up, the volatility of the market, industry state. And I think also the whole crypto, if you don't, what we do today, nothing every day is written in marble. This is really good. So what I do, successful tech company has to evolve. You will never succeed. And what is very good with us, we have a very active community. So we get loads of feedback from our community. So the companies inviting all of you to join. We have been running a Telegram channel where we also have very fruitful exchanges. Some days, of course, are not so good. People are getting nasty or bored or whatsoever. But hey, we're human beings. We all have good days and bad days. And innovation is always there. And if you, for instance, you have something on mind we should do, tell us. It's not a promise that we will turn everything you just bounce to us into reality, but we have a look at everything people tell us because it's important for us. So, next question. From Huracan, will you add larger exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, or Huobi in the near? Yes, there will be also a tier 1 exchange we have on the roadmap for this year. And I kindly ask you to re-ask us the question, I would say, late May, Marco? In May? For the bigger exchange. Yeah, sure. At a time on summer. Okay, so then we have the next question. Do you make the app more attractive to use the similar products of your competitors? I hope that we answered already that question, that we will not only have staking and yield farming, but we also have a whole EPAN ecosystem, cash payments, and I didn't mention it, we also will have a credit button, an instant loan. Let's say you're not going to a supermarket, okay, supermarket, it's $20, $30, but you go to a electronic store. You want to buy a new laptop. So a new laptop is how much that, Marco? $500? Let's say $500. Okay, let's say $500. So you check your bank accounts because what you can do with our app, with Paypolitan, you can check the balance of all your bank accounts. And you see, dollars is a bit tight because seeing the situation of your various bank accounts, it's not so green, it's rather red. Then you can ask for an instant credit. This is a partner we will implement this spring. It's a peer-to-peer lending platform, and you press a button of the amount, and you will get then in real time an answer of the credit frame. If you, but it could be more. You will see on the screen, hey, we could give you up to $7,000 loan. This is a frame. Of course, you don't have to use $7,000. Then you pay the purchase of this laptop in the shop with this loan. I think this is also something that is very smart, and I haven't seen any project so far or a solution in the market that is offering this. If you have one on mind, one, tell me. I haven't seen one. So then next question. There's also another question for Victor that is more technical. Let me see. The next question. I'm scrolling down here. Let me see. I missed it. So going scrolling down. So there is another question from. I hope I pronounce this. Return investment, move to other targets. This will for sure happen. But this is not the heart of the Paypolitan solution. So I think we are building something that is sustainable. That could also, our product could also live and exist without any DeFi features. So, next question from Hitan we had already. There is another question from now I hope I pronounce this up here. Investment move to other targets. Those are the questions but this is not the heart of the Paypolitan solution. So building something that's sustainable, that the product could also live and exist without any DeFi features. So, next question from Hitan we had already. There is another question from now I have to investment move to other targets. The other question I tried before. This is informed that the heart of the audio is below building standards. I apologize for this. Very sorry. Live and exist without any infrastructure was not set up. There is, but what we can offer is we at Paypolitan, we're techies, so we will set up a proper till and catch up with all of you and answer the questions we eventually could not answer today. So let me see what is still out of here. Question. So, Christian, you were asking a question. There is another question about Hans-Peter Futz and his very important background role. Can you explain his work? From now, I have to thank you for asking this question. He's really for the senior Peter is someone that I heard of the audio is how can potential investor do it? Horkan, this is a very valid question, and I wish I could give you a better answer. I'm TV expert on 4 channels. I'm on monthly on Fox Business, Bloomberg TV, Newsmax TV, and Payring 4. So we will set up a proper right now first I connect to from home office because I cannot travel to New York. From April, I will restart being in the studios in New York. So it will be a bit easier, and also in the networks themselves, not everyone is working from home office because right now, asking them to send us the videos, it's almost mission impossible. We're asking. Also, this morning I just asked them, and we get a step by step because they reduce the staff in house. So to reach someone, so he's not answering the phone because he didn't reroute his phone to his home office. It's a bit difficult, but we're trying our best to get all the interviews online. So by the way, I have another interview on Newsmax TV this Sunday. It's starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 1400 UTC. So if you want to watch it, you connect to Newsmax TV and you will see me there. And but I promise I try my best to get it. The whole team, the whole communication team of Paypolitan is running after every channel, and as soon as we have received the videos, the aired videos, and even sometimes we didn't get the airing time. That is a bit unfortunate, but it is like it is. But it only could get better. But you have a very valid point because, of course, this is a huge communication advantage we have at Paypolitan. So, thank you, all of you, for your questions. I try to answer as many as possible. And sorry once again for this delay. This was out of our hands, and also sorry for the poor quality of the audio. I like to deliver 100%. So next AMA, we do it maybe very shortly. I will discuss with Marco and Victor when we can do this, because we have all those questions here from you. And then we also would like to provide all the answers. And those are very good questions you ask here. And I will then check here with my team which are the best ones. We couldn't read out all of them. And I wish you happy Friday. Hey, it's weekend. And yeah, so enjoy the weekend and hear from you soon. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nils. Thanks for the such a detailed question answering the questions. Now we're trying to connect with Victor. Victor, the Chief Technology Officer. As we see in the comment section, there are some questions about the technology behind Paypolitan. So Victor is here now, can answer them. Hi, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Yep, perfect. Mm-hmm. Great, I guess you can start.
So yeah, I can start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get some questions. Let me scroll up here a bit. So from Rodman 2.1, how many developers are working on the product? Can you tell us anything about the composition of the development team? Okay, so right now in the development team, we are 13 people, including me. We have 4 mobile developers, 2 backend developers, 2 business analysts, 1 QA, 2 blockchain developer, and 1 PM. Okay, let's take a different question. Which platforms and software tool do you use? Also from Roman 2.1. We're using AWS a lot. We're using MongoDB. Also, we're using React Native, Node.js, and Solidity, of course, to develop this, and TypeScript. Yeah, let's see some more questions. So to the moon, COVID-19 has slowed many economies around the world, but to crypto businesses has affected both negatively or positively. I guess that was a question that Nils answered. From the development point of view, we're perfectly capable of developing by using work from home. For now, we're like the spoiled childs of this pandemic, because developers can work very good from home, and there are tools to get together and discuss each minute or each day, so we can have the stand-up meetings, the planning meetings, all online. Okay. Let's take another question. What challenges have you encountered in the development of EPAN from To the Moon? How many products have been built on your protocol? Can you tell us some highlights from Okay, so challenges when developing a banking product, or not necessarily a banking product, payment solution. You have a lot of challenges, of course. Maybe the biggest challenge is integrating the open banking APIs because there are different ways to implement those banking APIs. They each require different kind of things and have different challenges in themselves. Some of them don't even have sandboxes for you to test. Uh, and yeah, that's my biggest challenge right now to navigate around these things. Okay. Um, for now, how many products have been built on your protocol? For now, it's the first one. We'll see after we launch the first version to integrate other products, but until the first version, this is the first one. Okay, let's scroll here. Uh, some other questions. Tell us what milestones EPAN has achieved so far. Where are you on the roadmap? From Dan Adriani. What big things we can expect from EPAN in year 2021? So the milestones, we are on track with the development. So by the at the end of February, we will start beta testing of the application with a larger crowd. Right now, our QA and us are testing the application, but we will have the test version with some beta testers. And address those in the following week. Yeah, the thing is, we are concentrating right now for finishing the application. So um, I'm sorry if this was somehow overlooked, but we went through several very involved in this project. Yeah, so. Like that. What platforms and software tools you use? I answered that. Um, let's scroll down to see if there are any uh, business models. I think that's all of the questions that I can find that are.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then if I missed some, I will go through all of these questions in the chat, and I will try to respond in writing. Probably our community will receive like a transcript of this, and because I know there are some technical issues, um, and yeah, I will probably respond to the ones that I missed.
Okay, sure. I think that you could stay in touch with your community either in Telegram or in your blog or somewhere else. And I would like to thank everyone for this AMA session. I'm deeply sorry for all the tech issues that we had, for all the bad audio connection, and yeah. So for the best questions, the winners will be announced after the AMA on BitForex Telegram community. So make sure that you follow the official channel of BitForex in Telegram, and rewards will be distributed to your BitForex account within 48 hours after the winner announcement. Um, Thank you guys for all the questions we had, and I've just confirmed that just as a sorry for you guys that we had this bad connection and poor audio connection, we would like to offer to everyone a bonus. Um, for everyone who left a comment and answered the question, just a small bonus from B4X side, $10 to your perpetual trading account. So this $10 you will be able to use to open a position in perpetual contracts. Okay, I hope that you will enjoy it. And I wish you happy trading and stay tuned